What is up, everybody? My name is Lungtide, and today we are back with another morning ramble for the OSRS community. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Kind of waking up here, drinking some cold brew. Got a little message on the mug today, just for anyone who's wondering. Anything is possible. Amen to that. So basically, I just wanted to do a little Reddit recap today. Nothing too big. Just gonna read some comments here. I was, waking up, doing my endeavors, first thing in the morning. And I saw a nice little post that was made like 3 hours ago. And basically the topic was, how do you feel about the game currently? I'm going to read the post real quick just so you can kind of get an idea. And I saw a lot of comments on it pretty early in the morning here. So I thought it would be a good kind of, good kind of topic for the video, I guess. So here we go. How do you feel about the game currently? And this post was made by Pro Unicycler. No agenda or anything, just curious and would like to know people's opinions on these topics: PvP and PvM, art design, skills, the in-game economy, how long you've played, how you think the game will be in the future. Any and all opinions will be appreciated. Thanks in advance. And we got about like 17 comments on it. Started reading some and I was like, wow, okay. So what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm rereading the comments, saying who posted them, and kind of giving my 2 cents on them. So without further ado, let's get started here. Let's start with this one. I found it really good. The name is 9tet Rohydro. 9tet Rohydro. Okay. This comment was, I wish skilling was worth more money. Unfortunately, it seems bots and also monster drops have made it not as profitable anymore. I don't know too much about the economy or anything. I just wish it was worth more. So basically what Hydro is saying, he wishes skilling was worth a little bit more money. Essentially, I guess like magic logs, fishing, anything to do with gathering and stuff like that were worth a little bit more money. What do I think about that? I kind of see what he's saying to an extent. I feel like Jagex right now, I feel like they did a great job with like Temperos. And I believe they did something about buffing the loot drop table. But essentially, like, I don't know if skills should be worth like a shit ton to where you can like do it up to a T-bow. In a sense, unless it's like it's a difficult method, like something that requires a lot of steps, because just like he said, bots, they've dominated, and it's pretty bad. So you don't want bots to do more things. And I know bots can get really in depth. We got Zora bots, we got Vorkath bots, we got a million types of bots, and I know they can get pretty into it. But I do feel like if skilling were to make more money, and I guess like in a sense like anywhere close to high PVM content, it should probably have some difficulty, and something maybe with like RNG or something like that. Maybe like wood cutting, for example. You get like a super magic log or something like that every once in a while, or something like that. I don't know. And the only way you can like, I guess, activate and sell the super magic log would be going to Bob and Lumbridge and doing a quest for him or something. I don't know, something like that, like something along those lines would be cool. And yeah, by the way, if you can tell me how many times I've said in this video, I'll give you 5 million game. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of fucking in this video. It's first thing in the morning, but I do like to do these in the morning just to kind of get a vibe for the day, talk some stuff out, because I do love the game. So let's move on. All right, this one right here is by Basic Fail. Well, I still like the game, but don't have an active subscription at the moment. Sorry. There are various reasons for that. You could say I've lost motivation to play. There are too many issues with the game. Jagex seems unwilling or incapable to solve. I also don't quite like the direction the game is going, partly because we're blatantly stealing content from RS3, while I strongly feel that OSRS should take a different approach. Okay. So I see what he's saying about that. He or she, sorry. or they. I do see what they're saying about that. We just got Shooting Stars recently, and that is pretty, that's literally RS3 content. Do I think they're actually like stealing stuff from RS3? Not really. If we're talking about, current, recent stuff, maybe. But as far as like Raids 3, or no, I'm sorry, that's for. By the way, if you haven't seen my Raids 3 video, go back on my channel. Raids 3 videos there. But as far as like the content we have, Theater of Blood, Chambers of Xeric, Winter Tot, and I don't play RS3. I don't plan to. So correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of content we currently have is really like OSRS original, and it's not too it's not too copycat like. Essentially, because I've looked at raids on RS3. It definitely has nothing. It's definitely not compared to Chambers of Xeric or Theater of Blood. And I've talked to RS3 players about it, and they've also said that they played for Chambers of Xeric and Theater of Blood. So you can say a lot of things have been added from RS3. So whatever. And if we end up getting OSRS HD one day, that can be an argument too. But at the same time, that's a pretty good argument because it'd be pretty cool, right? So it's not bad to take little things from RS3, but if we start taking like big updates, like let's say Raids 3 comes out and it turns out to be one of the current raids in RS3, then that's kind of, and you got to remember the Shooting Stars, especially Shooting Stars used to be in the game. Like, I forgot when or what era it came in, but it used to be in the game, relatively early. I guess like around when HD came out or something like that, but it used to be in the game. I remember doing Shooting Stars back in before like Evolution of Combat, I believe. So that was still in the game, so I guess that's an exception. So if they want to like bring things back that were already in the game in the past, it's still sticking to the game. OSRS, old school. That's still old school. So I don't see a problem with that, but I see where you're saying. But I do believe Jagex is taking OSRS in its own direction, and therefore we're gonna have fun updates in the future that are very unique, very unique. Okay. So, moving on from that, let's see. I have too many hours logged and I'm nowhere near maxing. I want to quit, but I'm in too much pain to quit. I didn't ask to be born, but as long as I have OSRS, that doesn't matter. I have reasons. OSRS, no matter how much I play in progress, I've got nowhere and I'll always be poor. Okay, and that was by Joel Mooner. Okay, so Joel's basically saying, he's basically using RuneScape, I guess, as an outlet, for whatever reason. I guess he gave us some context clues. He doesn't want to feel alive anymore. Essentially what he's saying is he's close to maxing, and he's in too deep, and but he's always poor. He's always poor. So let's actually talk about that. That's a really good topic. And call me what you want. I'm a pretty sweaty player. Whatever. I got a pretty good bank. I got Twisted Bow, Scythe, all that stuff. I like doing TOB. I like doing Chambers. I like doing high level content that pays out pretty good, right? So I run into this problem a lot, especially with people that or people that I knew know that weren't doing raids, and then I introduced them to raids, and they have pretty good banks now and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is basically like RuneScape is a very gold demanding game. That's why a lot of people buy bonds and stuff like that, and because it does require a lot of gold. I believe the fastest way to get to 99 prayer, the fastest way, and I'm talking like Superior Dragon Bones, I think is like 200 mil, something like that. It probably has gone down, with the recent market crash and stuff. But it's pretty up there, right? And so, and in construction, right, you get 83 construction, it costs like couple mil, a little bit, right? So it's a pretty good grind. And for someone that's doing like old methods in RuneScape, like for example, I was reading a thread the other day on Reddit about people were doing people were talking about how they used to run flax for 20k an hour, Or what was another method? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but basically, you know, just like older methods. Like, let's say you're still cutting magic trees for money, right? And it's probably only like 200K an hour, right? If you're not doing the content that's, you know, pretty good money, and I mean, like, literally, like, it doesn't even take much. Like, literally, if you want to sit here and do Zulrah all the time, you're going to be making pretty good money. It does, you know, take a little bit with Zulrah especially, but you are going to be making, you know, at least 1 or 2 mil an hour, right? Consistently. If you're doing it even with Aram's robe, you just have to have like high mage and high range. So I get the argument that people are always poor, but it's because like a lot of people, and I stated it in my last video, right? I stated it in my last, no, I didn't actually post that video. I'm sorry. I made a video comparing OSRS and RS3. Basically, like, you have two types of people, right? And it doesn't always play out like this. Obviously, there's, you know, people like to play how they want to. Anyways, but I do consistently see, you know, a guy with a max cape. He'll have a max cape, but he'll have like no bossing KC whatsoever. He'll just have like Slayer bossing. And which is bossing, but I mean like raids and stuff like that. Or you see the one guy that has like 1900 total level, and he has 3000 chambers KC, 2000 TOB KC, rocking infernal cape, you know, this, that, and the third. So it's really just how you want to play the game. If you're complaining about being poor, though, there are some great avenues you can take to make some good money. And I just don't think a lot of people understand that because they're kind of like stuck in the past. So, you know, I don't know what Jagex can do. I'm not like complaining about that, but like, yeah, like that is a strong thing. You know, I guess it goes back to what we started talking about at the beginning of the video, saying, hey, like, you know, maybe make skilling worth a little bit more money so these people can max. And, you know, I don't know. I don't really know the opinion on that because at the end of the day, you know, if you ask a rich person how to make money, they'll tell you, you know, you play raids, you do Cerberus, you do Hydra, you do the bosses, right? You kill the bosses, and that's ultimately what Jagex, like, I feel like they want you to get at here. They want you to do the end level content, because if you're just, you know, AFKing woodcutting, you're not really like in the community. You're kind of just like playing Minecraft at that point. So that's a pretty good post. I'm so sorry to hear that, Joel. You know, he said I didn't ask to be born, you know, and that's, I believe I'm gonna do a video on mental health sometime this week, maybe, in the future weeks. I know it's a touchy subject, so I kind of have to get my words right there. Whoa. Yeah, okay. We got one right here. PVM is pretty well balanced. Lots of bosses with different skill sets and requirements. Though in relation to skills, supply drops from bosses outweighs skilling, which makes it inferior, which sucks a bit. PvP is always seesaw of trouble, and it's hard to find a balance. Single way PvP can be littered with clans, taking turns at solo PvPers, and LMS is also populated with bots, making it a very refined activity if you don't have experience. By the way, this is Cree_horse. Economy is definitely a bit hard hit by bots and the sheer volume of them. It'd be nice if some more staff teams could be dedicated to high score searching and looking for the suspects, though finding people to work with a 20-year-old coded game is difficult in itself, I imagine. I would like to see other options become available for skills rather than go-to methods for optimum efficiency, which most people want. It's a shame that some skills don't intertwine with each other to help hand in hand. Smithing hasn't been touched in a long time. A particular post of fire making giving a speed boost to cooking was suggested recently, which I thought was a great idea. I think OSRS has a lot of opportunity to expand, especially considering there's still unfinished portions of the map left blank, more quests and lore to follow that is most likely the next steps. I'd like to see the base client updated since so many people use RuneLite, make it a middle ground rather than other clients just cleanly sweeping and eliminating the need for it. Yeah, I feel that. The only thing I haven't liked entirely is the concept of the rejuvenation pools located in the Pharaoh Enclave. I really don't know how the fuck that's, or prior to that, Clan Wars. The ability to almost virtually get your health, run, and prayer back and stats normalized for free doesn't feel very old school. It's given too much convenience for little to no requirements, as I experienced. Not that my experience should be normalized or forced upon other people, is that if you wanted health back, you had to eat food, and likewise with waiting for run energy to restore back if you didn't have any energy restoration pots. Okay, so that was a long one. And that's probably the last post we're going to read for this video. We're getting kind of lengthy on time here, but he kind of laid it out pretty good there. I did like the idea about the rejuvenation pool thing. I do also feel that that's kind of I never liked the idea back when I didn't have a rejuvenation pool, going through like the clan wars portal and kind of rejuvenating my stuff there. I didn't really feel like that was old school either, because I do remember back in the day, hey, if you wanted to like actually get your stuff up, you kind of had to drink a prayer potion, or or eat and stuff like that. So I kind of do like that. As far as I do like the idea of what he said about the skills and rather than go-to methods for optimum efficiency. Look, I do like Temperos, all right, and I'm gonna butcher that name until someone corrects me. Temperos, really great update. Like that, it was really good. It was it's fun, right? It's pretty fun, and there's like it's not too difficult. You can kind of do it off to the side and stuff. It's fun. And I do like it gives fishing XP. It doesn't give the best fishing XP in the world, but it's still fun, and it gives you something you want to do with the rewards. It gives a pet, it gives a whole set, an outfit. It gives you a fish barrel, tackle box, stuff like that. Tome of water. There's a lot of incentives to that content. I do like that a lot. So, if we can get more stuff like that, maybe a smithing boss, you got a big ass fucking rock giant, you mine and then go smith it, and then, start burning under him. I was about to say put in some cannons and shoot it at him, but come on, we're kind of like, overusing the, cannon thing at this point, but some kind of idea there for the smithing boss, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, and I do like that, the thing where it's like, hey, there are efficient methods, but hey, it's a video game, let's have fun, and there should be other methods that are like, hey, it's fun, but it gives XP, rather than it's the best XP in the game. The best XP in the game should be boring, essentially. So, 3-tick fishing and stuff like that, leave me out of it. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video here, guys. We're like 18 minutes into the video. I did like today's morning ramble. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting in the groove of doing these, just to kind of like connect with the OSRS community. I do like the community a lot, and I have a lot planned for this, show. Currently don't have my background set up. We're still moving in things. But anyways, as of right now, our time is up here, guys and gals, and they or them. I appreciate you for stopping by, and I hope you stop by tomorrow. And let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know, what you're doing this morning, what you're grinding in RuneScape, and what you think on this whole video in general, and what you like to see in the future. So let me know. I hope you have a great day. Grind hard, and be safe out there. All right, catch you in the next one.